In this video, we will see about how to create a job in Azure Container App. So here as a developer, we will see like how we can reference a container image that is stored in a container registry, how we can use that image to run as a job in the Azure Container App. So basically, here we're gonna see like how we can reference an example container app job by referencing to a container registry images and see that how does that job gets run in a Azure Container App. So basically this is a demo video which will enable you to understand like how to set up the Azure Container App jobs, how to run it, and how to check the status of the particular job at Azure. So here, this is my Azure subscription. Currently, I don't have anything in regards to the Azure Container App jobs. So right now you see that we don't have any container app jobs. Now we're going to create one example container app jobs and try to run our job in that service. So here I have created a help file that has all the commands that you need to run to achieve this particular lab scenario. So here, let's try to run those commands one after the other, and we see this demo working here. So first one is we log into the my Azure subscription with using the Azure CLI. So here the prerequisite is you should have a Visual Studio Code, or even you can use the PowerShell ISC to run the Azure CLI. So you need to have your system installed with the Azure CLI. So I'm using all the Azure CLI command to set up this infrastructure and run the Azure Container App job. So first now I'm authenticating to my Azure subscription by using a command called AZ login use device code. So this is my device code that I'm putting into the browser and getting the system authenticated to the my Azure subscription. So here you see that I have authenticated to my Azure subscription. So here you see that the context is been set to the my only one subscription that I have here. Now, with that said, here is the PowerShell variables that I have created here. One is the resource group, location, and environmental variable name, and the job name. So here we're going to create a RG with a name called jobs quick start, location in the East US, environmental, the name of the Azure Container App environment. So here Azure Container App job will be running on an example Azure Container App environment. So that is the name of that environment, and then the job name. So that will be created on the environment name. So for that, we're gonna set these variable as the as the PowerShell variables here, right? And then now straight away, I'm gonna go to the next command that is creates the RG for us. So here we are creating an RG with a name called job quick start, and we are creating that RG in a East US region. So if I refresh it here back to my subscription and refresh it, so this is where we should see our RG being created. So here's the RG we just now created. Now within this RG, we're going to create the resources which is needed for this particular demo. That is container app environment and then container app job in that. So first one is we're going to create a container app environment with using this AGCLI command. But again, right, so this is resource can be created with using the Terraform, which is a straightforward way as well. Now, this is something to understand, how does this container app job works. Right, that's the reason this is the lab work is all about. Now here, AZ container app environment equal to create, name is this is the name. It is pointing to the same RG which we created above, and the location it is pointing to East US 1. So here I just initiated the creation of container app environment. So when it creates a container app environment, by default, it creates a Logmatics workspace, and the Logmatics workspace name is automatically given by itself. So the creation of this container app environment is a time-consuming job. So we have to wait here while it is running. So you see that the status currently it shows in the console here is running. So I can show you that container app environment is being created here in the RG. So here it goes. So here is the one the container app environment. The other one is the Logmatics workspace. So basically, Logmatics workspace is integrated to this container app environment. So that's the reason it is being created here. So here we can I can show you that. So if I go to the monitoring and click on a log, so this is where the container, the this is where the container apps environments logs is being pushed underneath this particular Logotics workspace. All right. So with that said, I'm going to go back to the console here and see what is happening. So as I said, so this is going to take some time, like nearby 1 to 2 minutes. So we're going to go back to the pause and come back once this is done. So after waiting for more than 1 minute, I see that container app environment is being created. So you see that we have got a response, and the response is the container app environment is being created. So we can go back to the RG, and we see that the container app environment and Logotics workspace is created. Now on top of this container app environment, we're going to spin up the container app job now, so that you can also see from here. So it has the workload profile, workloads, right? Lot of things. So here you can explore in the left hand side of the container app environment. So that is where we're going to see right now. So if I go to workload profile, we should not see anything here because nothing has been created. So here is the right. Let's see. So what happens now when I create a when I create the container app environment job. Right. So with that, let's go to the next one. That is, next one is to create a core workload, that is container app job. So next one is create and run a container app job. So this one, I'm creating a job which will run manually. So you can also run the create a container app jobs that can be scheduled basis as well. So for now, I'm showing you how to create a manual triggered container app jobs, but it can be scheduled as well. So this is the command which creates the container app job, which is a manually triggered one. So before I run this command, I'm going to walk you through this command details that you need to understand. So that is basically the command is AZ container app. Then it has the job create, right? So if you see here, that is AZ container app job create, name of the job RG, environment name, and then the trigger types. You see the trigger type, it is pointing to manual, and then comes the replica timeout, which is 180 800 milliseconds, something like that. And this is the important thing, that is image. So here we are using the publicly available image, that is mcr.microsoft.com/kubernetes/quick start job latest. But if you have hosted your container images on the ACR Azure Container Registry, you just have to point out to that image URL, and then the CPU that you reserved for this particular job is 2.5 cycle of CPU, then memory equal to 0.5 gigabytes. Right. So with that, we just click on enter, which will initiate the creation of a job in that environment. So here we have provided a couple of inputs, right? One is the job name, RG name, and the environment, right? On top of this one, so you are running a container image, which is as a job. So this is very quick one, and it has successfully created a job. The name is equal to my job, and the properties are something like this, right? And then it is pointing to the image, that is publicly available image of Microsoft. Right. So with that said, the job should be created in the RG. Let's go back to the RG and refresh it. We should see a job being created here. So this is the container app job that is just now got created. Now, when you open the particular job, you're going to understand a lot of more details. So within the job, you can explore that there is a container actually. So basically, even though name says a container, the container. So basically, name says it's a container job. That job is nothing but a pod under the hood. Okay. So this is the job name. That you can explore all about it. All right. Now, with that said, let's go to the next one. That is how to trigger this job manually. So far now we have scheduled this job, but this job is not yet run. So how you can explore that? If you go to the container app jobs and go to the monitoring and go to the the execution history. So here is there are no execution histories available. We will see some one history being created once we run the job manually. All right. So to run the manual job, you can actually do that with using the APIs, that is using the CLI. So here also there is a button called run now, which also you can run it from the UI. But how to run it from the from the programmatically, that is with using the CLI. So that is something I'm going to show you. Now we're going to run or execute uh, the job like this. So with using this command, that is AZ Container App Job, and start the job with the name by parameters like name and the resource group. So when I run that particular command, what happens is it starts executing that job. Now with that said, if I refresh it now, so we should see that the job is been already running. So if I go to the execution history and try to refresh it here, so you see that there is an instance of record called the job run, right? And currently it is running. So you can also see the logs here by going to there. Or you can also explore the logs from there is a monitoring button called logs. Okay, so you can also go there and try to explore. So you see that by default, it is running and showing you the logs from the last, the 24 hours. Right now, there is no logs are being logged. That's the reason you cannot find anything here. But once the job is succeeded, you can also see the logs being collected in the logs as well. Now I'm showing you how to collect those logs from here, right? But you can always try to explore it by using programmatic options as well. So for now, I'm just showing you like how to run it from the UI, right? Okay, so while it takes time to the makes the logs available in the Logix workspace, but we can track the job execution history and results of those by running the AGCLI command or by APIs. So for now, I'm running this the AGCLI command, that is which gets me the container app job execution list, right? That is by running a command called AZ container app job execution list, job name, resource group name, and then the output format. So when I run this one, what happens is it gives me the result. So this is what something we saw in the UI. Now I can run this the job again by rerunning the same command. So let me rerun that command called container app job start. So and then again rerun the status of the job execution list. Now in the execution list, one job is running, the other one is already succeeded. Now if I keep running that, you're going to get the latest status as well. So if this is what the status that you see in the API, now you can explore the same thing from the container app jobs as well. So we're going to go to that. And when I refresh it, you see that both the jobs are with a different name and are in a succeeded state. So you can also view the logs by clicking on that particular button. So it will take you to the logs of that particular, the particular job. So here it is not showing us the result, but it's gonna take us a certain time. So that's what I was telling. So here you go. So we have the three logs per jobs that you can always explore and explore the what is the actual messages of the particular job is, right? The lag says that finish the job, started the job, like that. So these are all nothing but the records that is related to the job as a logs that you can explore. So even we can extract that job with using the job logs with using the AGCLI as well, right? Now, before I do that, let me show you how does it looks now. That is when I run the command, that is AZ container app job execution list. So now we see that both are in succeeded state. All right. So that is about listing the execution history. Now let's try to get the query job execution logs by trying to run this particular command. So I'm going to run this particular command, something like this, and check if we can retrieve the logs from the CLI, right? So what is that I'm doing is I'm just getting the workspace ID, the job execution names, and then run a query called Azure Monitor Log Analytics query into that particular log analytics workspace, and running a query called get the logs, something like that. Okay, and then order by timestamp. So that is something. It is basically the Azure Monitor query. This is which is querying the Logotix workspace, and it will retrieve us the job. So if you see here, right, so it has retrieved the job. So whichever we can see from the console, that is something you can also extract from the query as well, or by running the HCLI command. Okay, so that is what I have shown you from UI, also from the CLI. So with that, I have shown you, the complete end-to-end part of how to spin up a container app jobs in an RG, and we have seen the administrative activities like starting the job, getting the list of jobs being triggered, and then getting the logs of each run as well by running the Azure CLI command, and also from the UI as well. Now, finally, if you want to clean up that RG that you have created, you can just run a command called az group delete, pointing to that the RG. So it will ask you for a confirmation, which you can type Y, and it will start the deletion process right after that. So with that, I have shown you the things need to be shown in this video. Finally, a kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. With that note, thank you. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video.